Hey, what's good, YouTube? It's your man Ronin, better known as Ronin Agent 317, and here I am with another message and a video. So I have a lot on my mind today, just the past few days. And before I get into that, you already know the deal. Scan that with the code Ronin10 and be a part of the A-game lifestyle. Today was A-game day, so I felt a hell of a lot better than I was in recent days. But that progress is going every single day, in and out the gym, 24/7. So, speaking on that, this message is definitely to the brothers, and I'm entitled this masculine maintenance. See, I know there's a viral video that's going on, and I'll talk about that later. But the message was made clear, among a few. Number one, a lot of the BWs, especially, they will ignore the need for therapy to address the outstanding issues out here today, and many times over they will seek refuge in church. Now, there's nothing wrong with the house of God, but to use it as a spiritual casino or a place to hide out from yourself among other people, when really it should be an infirmary where you go in there for healing, not just within it but beyond it. And shout out to She Stay Sleep saying, heal before you build. This should serve as a message to the brothers that how important your mental and your physical and your spiritual health must mean to you. Today, I just went to the VA. I got my annual exam. The doctor even was surprised at my vitals. He's like, wow, for a 45-year-old man, it's like, let's push to give you another 40 years. I said, I'm pushing for another 15 with that. But, take it day by day. And got my blood drawn, and it feels good knowing where I'm at on that level, because thankfully I got a solid personal trainer, Tyron Williams. Shout out to him. He's been on point. He's been staying on me about my health, things about eating, and just following the program. I've seen a hell of a lot of progress. I don't agree with the scales of the VA, but ignore that. But I want to say to the brothers, a lot of times we often get caught up in the vanity of a lot of these BWs, or whichever woman of you're choosing, mainly chicken heads. But the most important thing is spiritual. We have to take care of who we are as men within. A lot of times we allow others and ourselves to stress each other out to the point where we expire early, or get ourselves into situations where we're not thinking clearly and we abandon foresight, the mission, and the necessity of what we need to do as men every day. Shout out to Chris Fenoy, who says, we're improving every day. I like the energy of that guy. Just saying those things should mean something to you. It should trigger you to push forward, to be better. Same thing with a lot of brothers. And we need to understand with the spiritual part, it's necessary for us to meditate. It's necessary for us when you travel. I tend to like to go to very scenic spots to where I can really relax, take in the environment, and really get the hell away from everything that's messed up for a while. I can come back with a clear head and conscience. That level of peace of mind seems to be a foul word and concept in certain circles, but I say for the brothers, it's a lifesaver. Myself personally, when I go out to LA, I like to go see Santa Monica Pier and look at the Pacific Ocean. Or there was a thing I had some footage of coming from West LA and going into the San Fernando Valley and seeing things like the whole valley open up and it was literally like a real-time screensaver. See, as men, yeah, we gotta be warriors and kick ass and everything like that, but there's nothing wrong in seeing the beauty of nature and getting in tune with ourselves. Like that level of peace, that calming stillness works wonders. It's that salve for the soul. You know, what we read, we gotta be mindful of what we take in. If it's information where, you know, we become smarter, we become more creative. If you're able to learn a second language, learn things that help you like channel that aggression into something constructive. Be it boxing, lifting weights, which I love to do, a martial arts. You could be cooking, drawing, which I'm getting back into, improv. Whatever creative means, we need to get back into that, because too many guys are sitting there panhandling for panties, and you see where that's getting a lot of us. The women will be there. The most important thing is putting a premium on your presence. That includes learning how to pay and receive goodness for yourself and to yourself. Period. I had to teach myself that over time. That's what a lot of us need to do, and we have to be honest with ourselves. So if there's ever any questions, we got brothers who will tell you, look, this is what you need to do. That's part of what a solid brotherhood should be doing. But I'll get into that conversation later. The mental, I see a therapist every month. I have to. I deal with clinical depression, PTSD, and, you know, many times I admit I get outright angry. As I told you, I didn't, when I was younger, I didn't set books on fire. I didn't did some very foul things to people. You know, at the time it was just blind rage, and then in learning how to channel that fire, you can actually spark something great. Because there's so many people who make profit off our misery. Some people get off on triggering us and testing us and disrespecting our space and our boundary, you know, and as individuals. So it's on us to start changing the narrative. We need to get back into taking control of our lives. You know, go to a comedy show, you know, do something that really gets you to get that needed release, aside from shooting the club up. There's far more constructive ways that benefit you. You know, socially, if you got, you know, homeboys you can sit there and relate certain issues to. I do. You know, I got some of the masculine mercenaries there. You got outside guys, you know, and a few ladies just to converse with about things. You know, just the evolution of manhood is not, you know, always a one-man task. You'll have other people who help sculpt you to be better. You know, iron is supposed to sharpen iron. You know, that will help you from being a little jellyback. Shout out to Pino and others. When it comes to sex, the more frequent you have sex, the more you need to get tested. Yeah, guys, that's another thing. Yeah, I'm saying smash responsibly. That means having dignity and discipline. Going to get a clean bill of health. That'll take away the stress off you. Learning how to use protection and protecting yourself in many ways by reading about certain laws, about empowering yourself and knowing what you're getting into, because it's a savage world out here. Speaking to the young and old, you know, just none of us are safe out here if you haven't got the damn message. You know, if there's a chick that's out there and she's adverse to the idea you both of y'all go to the free clinic, get away from that bitch. You don't need foresight to tell you what to do next. Otherwise, you're a maggle, you're a tender dick. And And what good is it to be if you're walking around here with your meat looking like peanut brittle? You gotta learn about STIs, not just sexually transmitted disease, but spiritual. It's more than just the succubi. We need to stop being incubi, because we have the potential to be in that. That goes into discipline and dignity. Again, it's like, as brothers in this day and age, in these chaotic times, it's a part of masculinity to admit you need help. And we have to own that. I know there's some traumas that we've been through. Some are dealing with, some have yet to address. In many places, we're stuck in environments to where that's where they use the linchpin to tighten the screws on you and either break you or force you to break the hell out and get the hell away. It's our job to look after each other, because after seeing the justifications and goofy excuses as to why you can't even get a smile out of PWs, that's for the most part, that should tell you, like, you need to seek your own agency, free yourself. I'm not saying run away from black women entirely, but I'm just saying you need to have a very sturdy vetting process when you see certain symptoms that are blatantly obvious or even subtle. Use your foresight. Follow your first mind, not the tingle in your balls. That's the difference between maggles and men. So, with that being said, in closing, I want to see us doing better. You don't have to have a gym membership, but it helps. Go to a dietitian, see about what you're eating. We no longer need to allow our vices to nurse us. We need to speak life into each other by example, not just by words. And the more you start seeing brothers becoming bigger, stronger, better for the embetterment and empowerment of ourselves and each other, that's when we literally move the crowd and the needle back to our favor. That's my personal opinion. I know that's not talked about a lot in this space, but someone's going to do it, and that's just me. So I encourage you brothers to get out here, find out what's going on with you. It says a lot when you know what the hell's going on in the hood of your car, but then you know what the hell's going on within yourself and you refuse to fix it. We're men of principles and purpose, not hoopties of convenience and inconvenience. But that's just my take. So, fellas, you already know the deal. Like, click, share, subscribe. Let's get the discussion going. Matter of fact, I challenge you guys to put some ideas out there. We gotta have some positive dialogue, suggestions. Be creative. Like I said, we're connected by design, so let's move the needle where it needs to go, to where we're no longer super predators and become superstars again. As always, never allow your comfort zone to become your coffin. And I'm hard, y'all. Peace.